Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. JC here with another video on Action Taimanin. Today we're gonna check another VR builds, but before we start, let me apologize for not uploading any videos lately. I have been doing something special. I have been preparing something very special, and I'm gonna share that with you next week. But right now, let's focus on the video. So, what are we doing here? We're gonna be using Francis. I have been trying really hard to use Francis effectively on Wyrm Knight stage. What's the issue here? That you need 3 roles. You need a healer, you need a control unit, and you need a range attacker. If you don't have those 3, you're gonna have issues because the fire pits are gonna get near the area where you're gonna be battling, and that's really annoying. And it's difficult to move the battle away, so we do want that range attacker. What's the issue here? That Francis doesn't offer any of that. She's a melee attacker, she doesn't have debuffs, she doesn't have healing for the body, I mean. So that's the issue. She is only a great damage dealer, and I really wanted to use this after the arrival of her revolving bat, because she's able to deal a substantial amount of damage and eliminate very quickly Lina, which is a really major obstacle in this stage, since her presence makes Wyrm Knight immune to debuffs. So, I managed to do it, but not like I was expecting. The thing is that you won't pilot Francis. You're gonna use her, but it's gonna be the AI which does the combos and stuff. So, we're gonna be using anti-human water Magatema. We do want that speed increase, it's very useful. Whatever Magatemas on the subslot. We are gonna use revolving bat. If you don't have revolving bat, don't even try it. I mean, you could try it, but honestly, you want revolving bat. It's as simple as that. It not only allows you to enter intoxicate faster, it also increases your damage tremendously. So you want this. Then whatever weapon, 5 out of 5, both this one plus 15, this one plus 13. Then we use Onigoroshi. Onigoroshi usually isn't that great, but with the combination of the revolving bat, Onigoroshi is going to be really useful, because with only 2 combos, you're able to enter Intoxicate, and that's amazing. So, we use Demon Render to gain HP, and because of the short cooldown, the quick animation, that's the reason why we use this. There's like 3 good reasons to use this. And Grenade, because of the huge damage that it deals. So, it is really useful to do this combo on blue. I mean, you could try other colors, but you'll see that blue is probably the best for Francis, even though it doesn't have the limited supporter from the limited set. It still packs a punch. So, we're using, of course, Mido Cap, super easy, super F2P friendly. And Kirara you can replace, don't worry. It is just something that you can do, but you can replace it with Arabella. And lastly, we use Felicia, because Felicia just busted. It is disgustingly good. It gives you a huge amount of damage. So obviously, if Francis is going to be the main damage dealer, we want to give her as much damage as possible. So do try to have this Felicia. But if not, you can use, for example, Sayaneo. You can use, another good option is Heaviko. So, let's see. Stats of the customs. As you can see, we have few customs right now. Stats of the stat training. And now, Oboro. Oboro is our control unit. You can change this, of course, for any good user of White Feather Aska, if you do have White Feather Aska. For example, a good option is Eleanor, especially with Treasure of the Deep Sea, so that you deal more damage. The disadvantage would be that both your attackers would be on the same color, and if there's damage reduction, that would be bad. So using Oboro is actually one of the best options. So Oboro is going to be using Skullface 3 out of 5, Anti-Human Magatemes Earth Element. Oops, let's go back. Whatever Magatemes on the sub slot, whatever weapon, 5 out of 5, plus 15, plus 30, plus 11. 4 skills. Weak Slasher, sure. Hypnosis Heal, yeah. And Flash Step. Flash Step is just to increase the speed. It is really, really useful here. You can go with the Taimanin art, that's also fine. You can go with Blooming Carnage, but I recommend going with Flash Step so that you have the speed increase and you activate your combos faster. But if you want to change that for the basic enhancer, it's also a good idea. Then, we're going to use Spinel. Spinel is going to further increase the damage of... sorry, I'm a little bit sick. Of Francis and Oboro. That's why we use this character on the main. If you have one copy, that's more than enough. You don't need the extra copies, honestly. But it's good to have them. And the active is also pretty strong, stopping the enemy. So, we're also going to use Momochi Nagi to be a little bit tanky and also have damage. And Might to deal more damage and restore more HP. The HP restoration is super, super important. Oboro is our control unit with damage. I want to say that is the main damage dealer. As you can see, we are reducing the damage output just so that we can have sustain and control. So yeah, it's like this. Stats of the customs, stats of the stat training, and lastly we have Emily. Emily is the way in which we're going to be able to fulfill 2 roles at once. We have to pilot Emily because the AI is not smart enough to use this. It considers Emily as a mid-range attacker, so it's going to be near the enemy. And that's annoying because of the fire pits. So, we're going to be using Sledge of Blessings. If you don't have a Sledge of Blessings, but you do have the Momochi weapon and Anna Rose, Bride and a Rose, you can use that combo. It's also a very good idea. If you don't have any of those, use whatever you want. Like, honestly, it doesn't really matter because she wants to do buffing on or debuffing depending on what you have. But if you're not able to fulfill that role, it doesn't really matter. It's just an added benefit. So we have anti-human wind Magatamas, whatever weapon. Sorry, 5 out of 5 plus 14, both of them. And let's see, we have Zero System because I'm not going to push the button the whole time. That's why. And Homing Bullet. You can also add Gravity Hold if you want. If you don't care about Zero System, but we do care about Zero System if we're using Sledge of Blessing. Keep that in mind. We're also using Healing Field. This is the way in which we fulfill 2 roles. We're a range attacker and we can just put the fire pits wherever we want, but also we're able to heal by extending the range of this skill. If we go blue, we get the range extension, so we'll be able to heal the party even though they might be out of range normally. So, for supporters, we're gonna go with Haruka, of course. We're gonna use Arabella and Uraru. But if you have that combo Momochi weapon and a Rose, you can do that. It's also pretty good. Honestly, there's not that many options here. So try to use this combo. Oh yeah, you can also use Kawaru. I almost forgot. She's also pretty good to increase your damage because most of the damage comes from the basic attacks, and this enhances damage from basic attacks. So yeah, that's a thing. One thing. Keep in mind that if you use Heavenly Chariot, you reduce the damage from normal attacks, so you don't want to use that if you want to rely on normal attacks. But if you want to abuse skills and use and use gravity hold, then that's an option. Skills, no, skins, stats of the skins. Stats obviously max out because it's Emily. And now let's do this. I mean, it's not a test. I have already done this before, and it is effective. It works. The only issue, well, let's do it. I was going to tell you exactly that if we have extra HP with damage reduction from assist, we might want to just skip it. Well, okay, I'll test it. I'll see if the time is enough for me to eliminate the enemy. I am not sure about it, guys. Because our main damage dealer is going to be Francis, and I don't have penetration on the build. But we're managing somehow, as you can see. It is pretty good for the most part. I think we might be able to do it. Barely, but we might. And I just need... There. Excellent. And let's omit this. And I go over here. I want it around here so that I can use the healing area. Right now, it's not reaching the targets, but let's see. Can I? Oops, no. Like this. Perfect. Are they getting healed? Yeah, they are getting healed. Like that. Francis, no! Well, that's also a thing that I should discuss with you guys. One thing that I have been doing in the higher steps is that I'm putting one fire pit in the middle of the arena, in the middle of the stage, so that I'm able to position myself wherever it's needed. So, yeah, this one is going to be way easier because we don't have the damage. Oh, it has the mob HP increase. Okay. Well, still, as long as I don't have the damage reduction to assist, Francis is going to be dealing a good amount of damage. Overall, already has natural penetration thanks to the weapon, so it should be fine. Let's see. There we go. Nice, nice, nice. Yeah. Done. And now I'm going to put it in the middle so that I can reach everyone in case of an emergency. Like this. And now you can see that it's very easy to reach the team and heal them. And thanks to the supporter, Obor is going to be able to heal a lot. And I mean a lot. Up. Francis, come. Come, sweetheart, come. You need the healing. Yeah, like that. Perfect. There we go. As you can see, it's very doable. I just... like the battle was developing too far away last time. So now I intentionally positioned the fire pit in the middle. I should have done that before. It is possible to do it like I was doing it before. From a border rather than the middle of the stage. But you rely on RNG. You have to have a little bit of luck there so that the enemies position themselves on a place that is within your reach. Let's see, healing. Yeah, basically that's it. I'm done with this. It's over. I have control over the enemy. I have a ton of damage. I also have the healing in case of an emergency, even though Francis is kind of dumb. Francis is really dumb when using the intoxicate status in this specific stage, because the moment the enemy starts to fly, the AI doesn't know what to do. even if it's under mind control while it's flying, the AI is going to go somewhere else and it's not going to attack, which is why you really don't want to sorry, why you don't want to control Francis in the first place. So try to avoid using Francis yourself. And this is the kind of combination, the kind of build that I manage to make. This is the only combination that could work, because I tried many different combinations. I tried with Eleanor, I tried with Phantasma, with Astaroth, with Lapis, but the issue was that I was always missing one role. I was missing that control unit, I was missing that healer, I was missing that range attacker. So the only way that I could fix that issue is by adding Emily to the mix and controlling Emily myself, because I tried by letting Emily do the healing, but as I mentioned, it is treated as a mid-range attacker, so the positioning is not the best. So yeah, this is how you can do it. I hope you find this useful, guys. Let me know in the comments what you think about this combo, and I'll be seeing you next time. Bye!